Hey, I'm Butterfly.
Hey, I'm Firefly.
Have you ever wondered if we aren't being told the truth about everything?
What have we been lied to about? Join us as we have conversations and ask questions about everything. We invite you to keep an open mind and consider the unfathomable.
Let's break the chains that enslave our minds. Come on, let's go down the rabbit hole.
What's up, Butterfly?
Hey, Firefly, what's going on?
I am so excited. We're going to piss Joe Rogan off.
I know. Well, I think we piss off a lot of people.
You know what? It's kind of like
Yeah.
my daughter likes beef stroganoff, and we're going to piss Joe Rogan off. So anyway, why do we piss Joe Rogan off? Because we go down rabbit holes.
Yeah.
And he's like, these people going down rabbit. We're just kind of like,
He thinks he's the rabbit hole expert.
I
And
am certified.
we're doing disservice to the real rabbit hole people like
So
himself.
good. Let's disservice him.
Yeah.
So today's rabbit hole is kind of a phenomenon that comes up every year.
Every year.
It's
It's a whole thing.
it's African American Friday.
Yeah, we're being politically correct.
Yes.
And
Because it's kind of racist
we
to call
aren't
it Black
usually-
Friday. It's like, oh my God.
we aren't usually.
Why don't they call it White Friday?
Do you want to know the real reason behind this? I was surprised a few years ago to hear some people didn't even understand where this term actually originated from, and
Black Friday?
and they thought it was like a racist thing.
Yeah.
Actually, do you know where it comes from?
No.
Oh my gosh!
Tell me.
So it means that, so in the world of retail, companies and businesses go into a lot of debt before this time of year because they're restocking and
Oh.
they're filling all of their shelves, and they're
So it gets them
stocking.
into the black.
It gets them into the black on this day. That's the whole point of it, is to have like a really big sales day on that Friday after Thanksgiving, so that your business goes from in the red to in the black. And that's why it's called Black Friday.
Well, I've always kind of felt like Christmas itself was a big ploy by those people from that country from 1948.
I know.
And it's just like a money-making
Even though they
thing.
don't believe in Christmas.
That's why they do it.
They're all for the capitalizing on the
Yeah.
scene.
They do. They go
Yeah.
here. And then so now Christmas has become this like did you ever see that South Park episode where Randy goes into Whole Foods and he gets charity shamed?
No.
And so like the register, he's paying for his groceries, and the checker is like some little 19-year-old, like blue-haired, pierced, tattooed girl. And she goes, would you like to donate to Hungry Kids? And he goes, no, not today. And she goes, like over the PA system, she goes, excuse me, he's not gonna help hungry children. And he's like, okay, I'll give $1. I'll give $1. So they kind of do that with Christmas.
Yeah.
They kind of go, like your neighbor will come bring you like a plant,
Mhm.
and then it'll be like, by the way, it's emotional blackmail.
Yeah.
You need to get me something now.
Well, yeah, they've turned it into a real money thing, and I mean, I love buying presents for the people I love and like putting a lot of thought and effort into it, but there's like this whole thing, like what you're talking about, this emotional blackmail, where you kind of feel obligated to get like all these people presents. Your neighbors, the people you work with,
Yeah.
you've got to tip the babysitters, the postman, the UPS guy, all these different people.
It's a keep up with the Joneses thing.
Yeah. And
That's what it's turned into.
I've heard that like people that live in like big cities like New York, it's like a whole ordeal of like you have to tip the doorman, because they live in these big buildings.
Tipping is another thing.
You have to tip the doorman.
It's emotional blackmail.
Yeah, at Christmas time, you have to tip these people like a lot,
And I noticed that like Christmas has become this disgusting opportunity for people with money to kind of go, and by the way, did you notice my financial wherewithal? Did you notice who? Because they kind of like people with money love to give gifts, and it's not because they care about you.
Right.
They're giving you a gift so that people can go, "Oh my God, did you see what I gave that person?"
Yeah, because then like so like if they're in an office or whatever,
Yeah,
and then the other people are like, "Oh my God, so and so gave that person such and such. Now I'm going to have to top that. I got to
no,
give
I
that
gotta
person
do
like
this.
something else like that."
So Black Friday is this disgusting outcropping of that phenomena. It's like keep up with the Joneses, but nobody cares about other people.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. It's not based on love and everybody happy. It's like,
Well,
by the way, here.
I think people forget like the real meaning of Christmas. And this always kind of makes me think about that the little Peanuts movie, the
Yeah,
Charlie Brown was so sweet and he
I
talks
remember
about the real meaning of
the
Christmas.
real meaning of Christmas.
Because people do, I think it's become so commercialized, people forget about it and it's all about shopping. And, so that's really what we wanted to talk about in this episode with Black Friday. Um,
I always picture like, have you ever seen that video of like, there's a swarm of walkers at the door of Target
yeah,
and they're just waiting to get in at midnight and they're freaking out. And then they finally open the door and like four people die
yeah,
being
they're
trampled.
trampled.
And then what
Yeah.
are they trampled over? The people are like running to the big screen TVs and they're like grabbing big screen.
Yeah, and so this is like the perfect example of what we're talking about because are they buying that big screen TV as a Christmas gift for somebody? No,
No, they're
they're
probably
buying
buying it
it
for
for
themselves.
themselves. Yeah.
And then didn't you say it's a total scam too because
Yeah.
they have the Black Friday
Signs.
they have the price tag.
Yeah, the sign like above the, display of whatever it is, there's like a sign that says Black Friday.
It's
It's
African American
it's
Friday
a
sale.
doorbuster sale and it's got the price. But then I saw this video where somebody was taking those little signs out of the little placard thing that holds up the sign. They took it out and behind those Black Friday signs was like the regular sale, regular sign, and it was like the same
Same
price
price, probably more.
or less.
It's like
Yeah.
less. It's like, yeah,
Yeah.
actually we raise up because you know, walkers are totally manipulatable.
Yes.
And I was thinking Black Friday is kind of like Operation Mockingbird, like atmospheric river
Yeah.
or
Well,
no
yeah,
kings.
well,
It's like one of those key words, and
but
all of a sudden the walkers go.
yeah, so this is why this is a rabbit hole because I think you're right. I think this is like a trigger word for people. They hear Black Friday and they're like, oh my God, I'm going to save so much money. I'm going to go spend like $1,000, but I'm going to save so much money. And they get all worked up and they have to go to these sales. And like, I know this friend who it's like a big thing that she does every year and I guess maybe this is her family tradition so maybe I guess it's fun for her but this sounds like a nightmare to me every year they after Thanksgiving dinner they like get in their car and they drive out to like the mall or the outlets or whatever and like go to these huge sales that start that night because what happened is all these businesses they started having Black Friday sales on Black Friday and then everybody had to be earlier. We want to be the first one so we can get your business. So then some of them started opening at like 7 in the morning and then it turned into like, oh, we're going to open at midnight. And then other ones started opening at like 8 o'clock the night on Thanksgiving night.
Yep.
And now you see businesses that are like having Black Friday sales like a week before, or like it's happening like all year long. It's like
It's Black
Black
Friday
Friday in
month.
June.
Yeah.
But I can't think of anything more gross or more like just
Crass materialism.
yeah, but I mean the thought of like having a beautiful Thanksgiving dinner with your family and then like, stuffing yourself with all this delicious food and then getting up and driving like to a sale at a mall. I mean, I don't know. It's like I call that gorge and shop.
Gorge and shop.
Gorge and
You know
shop.
who the perfect walker is? It's somebody who they go and they just have like enormous amounts of food and then take their rascal to African American Friday.
Take their skull.
And then so while they're shopping,
God.
they got their rascal and they're going to African American Friday and they're probably eating cranberry sauce while they're looking at TVs.
They've got like a tub of like pumpkin pie and cranberry sauce on their little basket, and they're
Like,
eating.
like he just pours like gravy in his cranberry sauce and just like drinks it while he's
He's
shopping,
got a straw. It's like those those in that movie Wall-E, where
like
they're
Wally.
scooting around with their big thick
Ah.
milkshakes that they're drinking.
How about he's got like a camelback? You ever seen those camelbacks? It's supposed to be for water, but he's got like gravy. He's like, this is like in a rascal, just like gravy in his camelback.
Oh
So,
my god.
you know, it's a weird thing because this Black Friday, African American Friday, is kind of like remember how I was telling you about when I lived back east and we lived in this little town in New Jersey and we were cruising down like one of the main thoroughfares by the Newark airport is Highway 22 and they opened a Chick-fil-A
Oh, yeah.
and so so the Chick-fil-A wasn't even open.
Hmm.
So it was like, hey, it's going to be opening in 5 days. These walkers, like 75 of them, they started camping out in front of the establishment before it even opened
Oh my
for
god.
3 days. So I'm driving by and I'm going, dude, New Jersey's cold. They're like, dude, it was like 32 at night, and they're just like,
They're
"Whoa,
camped out waiting for a chicken sandwich.
we're weathering the storm here." And I think
Oh my god.
I'm wondering if all of that might be manipulated by those people from that country from 1948
Oh.
because they run everything. BlackRock's like sitting over. BlackRock is like, that's why I call it Black, right? BlackRock. So, anyways, I think that's all about like creating this ethos for the walkers that, oh my God, go wait in line for that Chick-fil-A because it's gonna be so good.
It's gonna be better if you wait outside for 3 days.
Because think about a walker. Like there's some walkers who they drive by that Chick-fil-A and they see people camping out and they go,
I better go do that too.
That's gonna be good. Oh my God. And now I gotta make sure that I'm in line because the first chicken sandwiches off the line are gonna be the
They're
best.
gonna be better than all the others.
So I think Black Friday kind of has an element of that. There's like
Totally.
the walkers, they get kind of emotional blackmailed into
Yeah.
thinking, well, if you don't go take advantage of these bargains, you're gonna get surpassed by the Joneses.
Right.
I think that's what
They're
it is.
gonna get a bigger TV than us.
You're gonna have
Yeah.
bigger and I think also, like we just said, you take the price tag away and it's probably less or same price. They have this concept in their mind that they're just basically giving away TVs.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
You
It's
know,
like the best deal you're ever gonna get.
it's called Black Friday because the retail stores are getting in the black now.
Yeah.
So they're not going to be giving stuff away.
Yeah.
They're going to be making a profit out of you.
Right.
But you are just completely like brainwashed into believing that you have to do this.
I know.
And then, like you said, how much of those people are like giving gifts, or are they buying that TV for their own
They're
house?
buying it for themselves. It's not even like it's not even really like the contributing to the meaning of Christmas at all.
No,
You know?
it's such a materialism.
Mhm.
It's Christmas has become so obnoxious to me.
Yeah.
Because the whole thing is about going out and buying crap for people that you don't care about.
Yeah.
That's Christmas.
That's gross. I think if you can try to enjoy, the actual like real meaning of it and enjoy your family and your friends, like
That used to be Christmas.
that used to be
Think
Christmas.
about when we were
I
kids.
mean,
I used to love Christmas. When I was a kid, it was exciting. It was your mom and your dad. And for me, it was me, my mom, my dad, and my sister. We had four of us. We would set up the tree and then we would go out in the morning and all my mom and dad would go set out the presents so it looked like Santa came. And it
mhm,
was totally fun for kids.
yeah.
And it was a totally family centered thing.
Mhm.
Like we might give a couple of presents to other people, but it was more family centric.
But Santa probably really did come too, right?
Santa came
Yeah.
and I caught him on film.
Santa came to my house for a long time.
I know.
I mean,
Did you ever used to like stay up late and like you'll sit there and like I went to my cousin's house for Christmas one time when I was like 8
mhm.
and we were convinced we saw Santa.
Ooh.
We stayed up and we like saw
I
him.
remember one year, we were going to my grandma and grandpa's house out of town for Christmas, and I was like so worried because I'm like, how is Santa Claus gonna find me there? That's not my house. I was
That's right.
really upset, and my mom and dad said, "Don't worry, he knows where you are. He'll find
Oh
you."
my God, Santa's
Yeah,
like so awesome.
I know. So that was a big fear, but
It was cool. I
yeah,
mean, the whole Christmas kind of got ruined in our lifetime because
yeah.
now it's become this crass materialism. I guess it kind of was back then
I
too.
know. I guess, I mean, for kids, it's still special. And I think it's important to keep it special for everybody. And that's why like this Black Friday thing seems so gross to me. Like I can't imagine, I don't know, like after Thanksgiving dinner, I just want to have like a piece of pecan pie and maybe another glass of wine and sit on my couch and hang out and listen to
You don't want
music.
to take
And
a rascal to Target,
I don't want to take a rascal to Target and go get a
wait in
big screen
line.
TV. You
Oh
know
my
what I
God.
mean?
Have you seen the humans that are participating in African American Friday?
Okay, so I have to admit, I have gone out a couple times on these Friday sales, not on Thanksgiving night, but the day after, because it feels festive when you go out and you see all the decorations and
Sure,
stuff. But yes, the people are terrifying. Like
they're
it's
walkers.
it's a whole scene of like walkers just grabbing stuff, and I don't know, it's kind of gross.
I remember I've never participated in African American Friday. I stay away from African American Friday.
That's a good
Oh
idea.
my God. When I lived in Jersey again, I took my daughter. Do you remember that movie Frozen? Remember it came out on Thanksgiving?
I love that movie.
It was good.
That was on like endless rotation at my house for a
It
while.
was so good. And the song, oh my
Mhm.
God. So, anyways, I wept during the song. It was like a moving.
It's so good.
I wept. I was like, oh my God. But to get to Frozen was gnarly because it opened on Black Friday. I think that's what it did. Opened on Black
My
Friday.
God.
So there was this mall in Jersey called Jersey Gardens,
Yeah.
and Jersey Gardens Mall is where the movie theater is. So we're going there, and all the Black Friday walkers were there. And you couldn't even get to the parking lot. It took me an hour to get to the parking lot.
Oh my
And the
gosh.
parking lot was so swarmed with walkers that there was no parking spaces. And this was a huge mall with a huge parking lot, and all the places were filled.
Wow.
So that was disgusting. I was
Yeah.
like, oh my God.
Did you make it to the movie?
We did. And I saw it and I was like, oh my God, that was so good. I don't know. Maybe I like Frozen way more than I should have. But that was just kind of a disgusting phenomena. Like I realized, like, oh my God, look at how many of these people there are,
Yeah,
you
there's a
know?
lot.
And I've
I think
actually gone shopping before, um, on in and around that area, in and around that time frame before, and just kind of watched. And I remember my daughter was like 2.5 or 3. So we had to go to this store called the Children's Place.
oh yeah, I know that store.
The Children's Place.
Yeah.
And I remember my wife, she was looking at a sweater
Uh-huh.
and she was going to like just kind of like grab it to select it. And this like illegal immigrant lady just like shoved her out of the way, just like elbowed her
Oh
like
my
it
gosh.
was like AC Green getting a rebound, you know? She like elbowed her, boxed her out, like screened her off the boards and grabbed this sweater.
Wow.
And I was like, dude,
Like
like
she had to have that sweater.
the so like the tenor and the atmosphere was like not joyous. It
Yeah.
wasn't a
No.
celebratory. It was this frantic like feeding frenzy. It
Well,
felt like a feeding frenzy.
that's what it feels like. It feels like these people get whipped up into a frenzy and they're like frantic to get this stuff and get these deals that aren't, I think a lot of them aren't even really deals. You know
Have
what
you
I
ever
mean?
seen the violence that erupts at
Yeah.
African American
Well,
Friday
people
sometimes?
get like trampled to get,
Oh, they've
yeah,
had deaths.
they've had deaths.
They've had people
Yeah.
get
It's
like
dangerous. It's like almost like going to Dodger Stadium.
the Dodger Stadium wearing a Giants. It's like wearing a Giants uniform to Dodger Stadium.
Oh my
You
God.
know, you're taking your life in your hands going
Yeah.
to African American Friday because they've actually had people get. I'm not even joking. People got trampled to death going into Target, like a swarm of walkers. You can get see like in The Walking Dead when a swarm of walkers converges on
Oh
you,
yeah.
it can be
It's
dangerous.
dangerous.
So, like, you kind of go throw yourself in that milieu when you go to African American
If
Friday.
I go out shopping this year, I might have to wear like a helmet and some like body armor.
Maybe some tasers. You
Tasers.
got to tase people
Yeah.
off and go, no, that's my TV. because I've seen fights erupt
Yeah.
over TVs.
Yeah, it's nuts.
Like, this is the last big screen TV, and they're like it's like a 350 pound like diabetic black lady, and she's like arguing with a little Filipino lady, and they're like jousting over the big screen TV, and then like the husbands now are getting into an altercation over it. That's the kind of like African American Friday atmosphere.
I know. And you know what they do is like they say that they have like, a limited supply of whatever it is, like the
Yeah,
TVs or whatever. There's a limited supply and they put so many out to make everybody like, whipped into this
it
frenzy.
is.
And then like I've noticed like
It's artificial scarcity.
a week later, there's
They're
like
there again.
more of something, and it's got like a slightly different sign or price. Like maybe it was like, it was like 1999 the week before, and now it's like 1997 or something. Like it's just a little slight difference.
It's such a manipulation.
Yeah.
Well, that the people from that country from 1948, I think they orchestrated it all.
Mm,
You don't think so?
I wouldn't be surprised.
Well, I mean, I hate to say it, but they kind of run our country and they run our
Run the
economy
world.
and they run the world.
Yeah.
And I think they like African American Friday.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think they invented African American
They
Friday.
probably like sit back and watch like the security footage,
Yeah.
and they're just like laughing, like,
And drinking champagne.
look at all the walkers
They love it.
giving us money.
They love it. Yeah, because those people are lining up to go give those people from 1948 money.
Yeah.
They love that. It's kind of like, you know how those people from 1948 love it when your loved one grows old, has health problems, goes on Big Shawarma slowly kills them and fleeces them,
Hmm.
and the people from that country from 1948 go good, good, good.
Hmm.
That kind of phenomena is similar to African American Friday
Oh yeah,
because African American Friday is like fleecing people.
it is.
It's
Yeah, it gets these people like I think a lot of these people like really don't really have the money to spend on that stuff, and they max out their credit cards like on that day
cool.
because they think like this is like the deal of the year, like they're never gonna find this deal again, and they've
Not only
gotta
that,
buy
but
it.
I noticed that people put a lot of pressure on themselves to get gifts for like this whole list of people.
Hmm.
Like that's what I like. I don't give anybody anything. I'll give my daughter something. We don't even celebrate Christmas, to tell you the truth.
Really?
My daughter loves it, so I do it for her. But me personally, I've come to realize that Christmas is a big like consumer invention.
It is, but
You like it.
I love the festivities, and I love the
The
decorations and
decorations.
just the
My daughter does
the
too.
music and
And the
everything.
lights, like
The
Christmas
light,
lights, it's pretty.
it's like a nice, happy time of year.
Dude, I took my daughter to so when we lived in Jersey, you could go to New York you just take the train, it's like 45 minutes. So we went to New York City, right? And we went to the Rockefeller Center.
Yeah,
And so the Rockefeller Center is like an ice skating rink.
that's so cool. Did you go ice skating?
No, we didn't go ice skating because it was like freezing.
Oh yeah.
And I didn't feel like going ice skating. And I was like, dude, I'm like cold. So we kind of just walked around and went in stores and stuff. And FAO Schwartz is down
Oh,
there and
that's
stuff.
so
It
cool.
was cool. But there was this one part where this whole building became a movie screen.
Oh wow.
And they projected this whole Christmas like music video
Oh my
on the
God.
whole building. And dude, it was so cool.
That's awesome.
So there's stuff like
Yeah,
that
and
that
they're
like my daughter loved it.
the window displays in New York
Oh my
at
God.
Christmas are like insane,
So you go to
right?
Macy's. So Macy's is on 7th Avenue and
30.
Broadway.
Oh, I thought it was on 34th Street.
It's on 34th Street.
Oh, okay.
So 34th Street and then so Macy's is huge.
Mhm.
So here's Broadway and here's 7th Avenue and here's 34th Street and Macy's takes up the whole block.
Oh my gosh.
And all of the windows are elaborate decor.
Mhm.
And so what you do is that it becomes kind of a disgusting Black Friday phenomenon. So there's all these people aggressively jostling for position to look at the windows
Wow,
and get
really?
their kid up there so they can see.
Oh gosh.
Because these kids go and they look and then it's like, okay, you've been looking for like 30 minutes. We're waiting on you. Can you move? Plus, it's like 31 degrees and now you're waiting on some little kid to get done so your kid can go look at the window.
Yeah.
As a parent, it's hard to stay calm, but I did. But yeah, that's cool. My daughter loves.
You know what other thing that they do in New York every year, which this kind of makes me sad. This might be weird, but they always cut down a giant tree somewhere in the country and
Yeah.
then they ship it over there and decorate it. And
Mm.
I don't know why that it always makes me sad because I'm like, that was a big, beautiful, huge,
How many
fantastic
years was
tree.
that
It
growing?
was probably growing for like 100 years and they chopped it down to go decorate Rockefeller Center.
Mm.
Like, it seems like they should just have like an artificial tree for that they put up every year.
Why not?
You know what I mean?
It's all for looks.
Yeah.
I mean, the other thing that's cool about Thanksgiving in New York City, so I worked at this company and their office was right there, right across the street from Macy's. So it was
Mhm.
right in that same section. Well, what they have every Thanksgiving is this Thanksgiving Day Macy's parade.
Oh, yeah.
And
With the blow up figures.
so the office was like here, but then the roof, like the window went out and they had a little rooftop.
So you could see the whole thing.
So we went on the roof.
Oh, that's
And
cool.
so from the 11th floor, we watched the whole parade.
Oh my gosh.
You know who was there? The guy who sings Sweet Caroline. Bum,
Neil
bum.
Diamond.
Neil Diamond.
Love Neil Diamond.
He was there.
Do you know what? I've seen him in concert 3 times.
No way.
I'm a big Neil Diamond
He's
fan.
awesome. Dude, so
Amazing.
he was like such a perfect parade guy. He's just like such like pointing at the beautiful women in the crowd and just going, "Sweet Caroline."
Really?
So he's cruising down on a float singing.
Wow.
It was a
That's
dude.
so cool.
And then they had this big Bart Simpson and everything. Dude, my daughter was in seventh heaven. So don't get me wrong. If you got kids, Christmas and Thanksgiving, all this stuff is awesome.
Well, I think even if you don't have kids, it can be awesome too, and you should enjoy it and appreciate it. But I don't know.
If you don't have kids, really?
Yeah, you can just enjoy the food, the decorations,
I suppose.
the music, your friends and family, and just being in the spirit. But the whole idea of like gorging yourself and then going out and shopping that night is just kind of gross,
There is. And that's another thing too,
and
is
you're a rascal.
you know that's another thing too, is like so everything is the media. The
Mhm.
media drives
Well,
all of this behavior.
that's what's driving this behavior.
And one of the aspects of the media behavior is eat enormous amounts of food on
Yeah,
Thanksgiving and
yeah.
Christmas. That's like that's considered like par for the course. I don't know if that's good for some of these people.
Yeah.
Some of these people should probably have a salad and some water. That should be your Christmas dinner. But yeah, this was good. I wanted to just talk about this because we're coming up on it,
Yeah.
Well,
I think
so
we're gonna actually post this episode on Black Friday.
on African American Friday.
Yeah,
So
you're so politically correct on this episode.
it's so racist.
Firefly.
Why don't they call it White Friday?
I think it's funny that people actually thought this was a racist kind of a term.
How about it's called Mulatto Friday? It's like kind of black, kind of white.
They just didn't even know the true meaning, the origins of Black Friday.
Yeah, see, I didn't know that either. So
Yeah.
that puts things in perspective.
Mhm.
So I always thought it was Black Friday because it was like the crowds made it kind of like a depressing Black Day, which I always kind
Oh my gosh, that's so funny.
that's what I thought it was.
Wow.
I thought it was like for
No,
dads.
this is like the big day for retail. This is like a celebratory, we're going to be in the black. This
We're going
is,
from the red to the black. I
Yeah.
always thought it was
Yeah.
like, have you ever heard that Soundgarden song, I Fell on Black Days? I thought it was like that's what it was. I fell.
about that one black hole sun. What's it called?
Black Friday, that's what it was. It was like, won't you come to Black Friday? Well, see, I always thought black was like the crowds made it horrific and depressing. So it was like a gnarly experience. So that's why it was black.
Well, that's kind of like a pretty accurate description
I-
and interpretation of what it actually is happening. These
what's the difference
bad
between
crowds going out.
what's the difference between African American Friday and Cyber Friday? What's Cyber Friday?
I think it's Cyber Monday.
Okay, Cyber Monday.
And so what they did was they just created their own like holiday or whatever, kind of like Hallmark. They saw how, all these businesses were so busy on Black Friday. So they figured let that die down a little bit And now there's also this thing called I think it's called Small Business Saturday,
Yeah, small
where you're
Saturday.
supposed to go do your shopping. You do all the big box stores on Friday, then go to small businesses on Saturday, and now Cyber Monday is for those online businesses. So you're going to shop online on Monday and get really good deals.
So, how much budget are you supposed to allocate for that whole weekend?
A lot,
I
a lot,
mean, you're probably supposed to like what's the recommended, daily?
thousands,
Probably.
thousands.
You're supposed
I'm
to
telling
allocate
you,
thousands of dollars.
people are maxing out their credit cards. And you know what's sad? With the way the economy is now, I think some of these people might have trouble actually paying these credit card bills off later.
Totally. They're
You know what
going
I mean?
into
You
like
can barely afford food now.
their unserviceable debt
Hmm.
because of because if you think about it, I hate to say it, but because I know you love it, but Christmas is a keep up with the Joneses.
Mm.
The whole thing is keep up with the Joneses. Now, don't get me wrong. There's some beautiful aspects to Christmas, and I think if you think back to like the 1920s and what was that movie? It's a Wonderful Life.
Hmm.
That was a beautiful movie,
Yeah.
and it was a beautiful sentiment.
Yeah.
Because back then, Christmas was kind of like this idea of coming together for peace and love of
And
mankind.
helping each other.
The Christmas spirit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the Christmas spirit's kind of going.
I think most people don't have even know about the Christmas spirit or, what Christmas is about, but I don't I don't like to be like Grinchy or become
I'm kind of
fall into that Grinchy mode. I think it's important to just kind of remember the true meaning and, enjoy
I
it.
totally, you know what?
Mhm.
I just had a vision. Like you probably put on some Christmas music and decorate the Christmas tree around the house
Yeah.
and have some nice cocoa
Yeah.
and just like are festive and you
Yeah.
really enjoy that and like have Christmas lights and your house is decorated. That's nice.
Yeah.
But this whole notion of having a whole list of people that you have to go buy stuff for.
Yeah, that's just very
It's
materialistic.
so materialistic.
Yeah.
And now they have it's Secret Santa. You heard
Hmm.
about this?
Oh yeah,
Secret Santa's emotional blackmail.
it totally is.
And well, you have to go buy and have you ever noticed Secret Santa will have stipulations like how much money you have to spend on the present?
Yes, and have you ever been in a group like that does this and they say, "Okay, the limit is $30 or $35," whatever.
Yeah.
They put a limit, and then there's always like the person
Wow.
that
Spends a
spent
hundred.
way more, and you know that this gift costs way more. So then you feel really lame because you're like, "Oh crap, should I have spent more? They said $35 and I
Yeah.
spent $35 and now this person obviously spent like 70. Like, oh, I'm gonna look like a jerk now, you know?"
It's kind of remember I told you that dude walked my Yorkie while we went back east?
Yeah.
And he lived down the street. So we came back and I was like, thanks so much. And then we're walking the dog like a few days after he'd already been dog sitting for us. And I was like, oh, hey, what's up, dude? And he's like, come on in my house. Come on in. I want to show you my house. And I was like, no, dude, I'm walking the dog. It's all good. But he was like adamant, like, no, no, dude, come in and look at my house. I think that's kind of the way Christmas has become.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, no, look at the gifts I bought.
Yeah.
It's become kind of a way, like it's a status symbol.
What about the decorations? Like now there's these companies that go and like they'll put the lights on your house for you. And like it makes me think of remember that movie Christmas Vacation?
I was just thinking about that. Oh yeah, all the lights.
All the lights and they're like blowing out, they're like, break the circuit breakers like snapping and
He finally turns on the lights, and you see like all the power in the whole neighborhood goes.
yeah. That was funny though.
I see. Christmas Story is a great one. It's him
Oh,
trying to enjoy family Christmas,
Christmas
and
stories.
that kind of had the Christmas
Yeah.
spirit.
Yeah,
He
totally.
see back then we still kind of had like an innocence in America.
Yeah.
I think African American Friday is kind of like
It's kind of
a
gross.
sign of the
It's
times.
like debauchery.
It's kind of debauchery.
Yeah.
Look at the people participating in it.
Yeah.
It's a sign of the
They
times.
don't look like they're out to, celebrate the meaning of Christmas.
No, when you don't see the Christmas spirit when people are getting trampled to death.
They're like grabbing like handfuls of sweaters and
Just like, have you seen when these people so they're about to open the doors at midnight at Target on Black Friday, and these people are sitting there like frantically trying to get in.
Yeah.
When they open the door, there's this big shove. People die.
Yeah.
People get trampled to death.
Totally.
What the hell?
I don't know.
You know? They had a great South Park where Randy is going Black Friday shopping at I think it was like Whole Foods or Amazon or something like that. And it's got this kind of Red Dawn feel. It's
Mhm.
like feels like there's like a we're under attack, you know, like Black Friday was like an attack. And so he's like barely surviving and he's looking at the hardware and he's like, you boys go on without me. These bargains are too good. And I was like, that's kind of the gist of it. They kind of blackmail you into thinking these bargains are too good.
Yeah, you can't pass them up. It's never gonna it's never gonna come around again. And then next week, there it is.
You have anything more to say about
Yeah.
Friday?
Just to our listeners, if you're gonna venture out, be careful.
Be careful.
Put,
You know,
put your helmet on.
you know how you have to go out. You have to have a rascal. You have to have a rascal with a football helmet on,
Yeah, and
and like
put your gravy in a sippy cup.
and like and like have like a bulletproof vest.
Yeah,
Then you're ready for African American Friday.
you'll fit right in. That was good.
All right, I'll talk to you soon, and Merry Christmas, everybody.
Yeah.